Hi guys, what's up? It's Romy and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. So, I've come up with a bit of an idea. Well, sort of come up with an idea, sort of by myself, but sort of like for inspiration of Clare Siobhan. Her TikTok video that she did. Somebody actually did this in a video, so I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go myself. So, if you don't know who Clare Siobhan is, then A, where have you been? Living, and B, you need to get on it if you've not seen it. She's great. She's a simmer. She's got a massive, huge sim family tree in her sim stories and stuff, and it's just really good, and she's really cool and everything. But I thought I would have a go at rating her sims on tier maker. So down here I have got all of her, well, not all of her sims, but majority of her sims, and I will be rating them, ranking them, put them in an order of what I think, I think they go in, rated from peach juice goodness, the best tier, the god tier, top tier. Peach juice is the top tier, to Cass Monday. We all love a Cass Monday. Cass Monday's great. We all love Claire's Cass Mondays. Evie and Lexi reckon, this is kind of like, oh, it's cute for us to watch, but like Claire's like getting a little bit, yeah, in the middle. It's in the middle there. I come up with these myself. Some of them, maybe they're not that good. You Egypt, which was something that Claire always says when something goes wrong with her sim. So that's kind of like, ugh. We don't hate them, but we don't hate any sim. They're just like kind of a bit annoying and stuff. They're just a bit of an Egypt. And then last bottom tier is when Ali put his hand in poop. It's the bad tier. It's the worst tier to be in. It's poop tier, which, yeah, it's the worst tier, but oh my gosh, Ali, I commend you for doing that. You are a gentleman, a sir, a hero of many. Romance is not dead when Ali put his hand in poop for Claire. So I commend that boy. Chivalry is still alive. There is hope in the world for us all yet. Anyway, yeah, that is the tier category, and here are the sims. Now, I haven't put everybody in here because this was a work of art, having to try and get all these sims in together. If I remember to explain why certain sims from certain households are in there, then I will do. Just a disclaimer as well, this is my opinion. It's not law, it's not fact, it's not your opinion, it's just my opinion on what I think of the sims. Because I know not everybody, but some people are very protective over certain characters, over certain sims. I'm sorry if I don't rate your sim as high as you would, but it is just my opinion. So that's just a disclaimer. Don't come for me in the comments, don't at me, don't hate me, don't. It's just a bit of fun. And guys, you can try this as well. This is the one that I've made. I'm going to put a link down below so you can have a go yourself. So without further ado, I've not got peach juice at the ready. I've got Diet Coke at the ready. Let us get into this. So, some of the sims I am going to leave, not particularly go in the order, but some of the sims I'm going to leave for different reasons, and I will tell you as for what. I'm going to leave some of them, and some of them I'm going to do together because they kind of like linking together and need to be put together. And if I forget who any of them are, then I'm sorry. There are some different ones of this already on the website that some people have made, but I was going through them, and some of them were using fan photos, like fan screenings and stuff, and I was like, I don't know who that is, I'm sorry. But yeah, I think most of these people you can tell who they are. I think there's just Jessie, which you can't see her fully. Yeah, she's over there. But that's Jessie. Anyway, let us get into it. Let us get started. So, first sim, Summer. I liked Summer, and I liked her storyline. I like where Claire went with it. I like that she did do something different. Is she peach juice or is she a Cass Monday? Oh, I don't know. Was she top tier? Her story was good. I mean, she's a bit of a queen, to be fair. Oh, I'm gonna put her in. Oh, I don't know. Where should I put her? Peach juice, Cass Monday, peach juice, Cass Monday, peach juice, Cass Monday. I'm gonna put her in peach juice. She's an icon. She's an icon, to be fair. And I enjoyed her storyline. I thought it was good. Next, this is Jake the Snake. Jake was married to Ryder in it, and he had the most angelic, perfect son that ever was. But I actually hate Jake. I think he's the worst. I put him in poop tier. I just find him really annoying and just like, ugh. So no, I just didn't like him. He didn't add anything to the story for me. He's not even an Egypt. I dislike him that much. So here's in Poop Tier. This is Taylor. This is Emily's husband. We're about to get to Emily in 3 Sims time. Yeah, he was alright. He didn't add much to the story. He didn't take away from the story. He was just in the story. So I'm just gonna for that put him in Evie Alexi reckon he didn't add or take away. He just was. Asher the cheater. Asher the pumpkin eater, cheater. So there again, he was just there. I don't know. He was a bit of an Egypt for cheating on Charlie Rose, so I'm gonna put him in Egypt because he was a bit of an Egypt to be fair. This is Max. I really like Max. He had story, he had depth, he had character. He's a bit of a bad boy. Did some naughty things, did some things that weren't great. But he redeemed himself. He had a redemption arc. He redeemed himself, and he became a good person. And he's been really cute in my games as well, which I know is a bit prejudiced because we've got people in here that are like not specifically just Clare Sims. They come up in the game and stuff. And Max is one of them. And Max is just kind of cute. I'm gonna put him in Cass Monday. I think Cass Monday. I'm gonna put him in Cass Monday. This is Emily. I'm gonna do Emma and Emily together. Right. I'm sorry if I'm gonna annoy some people by saying this. It's probably an unpopular opinion and a bit controversial, but I prefer Emily over Emma. I know, don't hate me, don't out me. I know there's like really strong Emma stands in the fandom, but she was just a bit blah for me. I don't know, like Emily, she had a career, she knew what she wanted, she was career focused, she went for it, she knew what she wanted. She was probably not the best mom, but she was like just career focused, and I respected her for that. So for that, I'm going to put her in Cass Monday, and Emma, you're just going to go in blah tier. Evie and Lexi reckon you're alright. You produced a great daughter and stuff, but you're just blah for me. Sorry. This is Roxy Roo. I don't know. She was alright. She was just there again. I don't know. She added some stuff. She's kind of cool. I love what fans have done with her, like synths and stuff, or how like her remakes and everything. But that wasn't in the series, and this is just basically going off the series. I'm gonna put her in for now. She might go up, but I'm gonna put her in the blah tier, the middle tier, the you're alright tier. I've got nothing against you, but I've got nothing for you either. This is Yona Burr, and he was cute and he was lovely and sweet, and I'm gonna put him in Cass Monday. I liked him. I didn't love him. I liked him a lot. Might leave Braylon to the end. I think, yeah, I'll leave all that lot to the end. So, this is Ryder. This was the guy who was married to Jake. I think Ryder had more potential to do more stuff and didn't quite get the story he deserved, even though I think, how do you pick who gets the story and who doesn't get the story? Literally, I don't know. I like Ryder. I think he was cool. He was a cool sim and he was something different for the time and stuff. So I'm going to put him in Cass Monday. I quite like Ryder. Nothing against the guy as a cool artist. I just think he probably had potential to be in Peach Juice, but he never quite got to Peach Juice level. So he is going there. Oh, it's Claire's favourite. It's Abel. This is the only sim ever I've ever cried about when he died. The emotions were running high. The tears were falling. It was sad and sort of expected but sort of not expected at the same time. I don't know. He was just cute and he was iconic. He's an icon. For me to cry over a sim, he's got to go in Peach Juice tier. It's the only sim I've ever cried over. So he's got to go in Peach Juice tier. So I have got Carrie here and her mom. What was it? Kira. So Carrie and Kira. I'm gonna do them together. Kira started out being quite interesting, and then she just got a bit blah. But again, I just think it's the way that stories go. I haven't put Anthony in. I haven't put Hunter in. I put Rue in, actually. I'll do Rue as well. Hunter, because he just kind of disappeared and he didn't really have a story. Again, I'm not blaming anybody for him not progressing on the story or anything like that, but it's just, some people, you just, what can you do with, and if people aren't really enjoying the story, then it's just got to stop, hasn't it? So I haven't put him in. And Anthony is kind of like the same as Kiri, be on the same level as her, so he was quite an interesting sim, actually, to be fair, as well. I think I might put you in Casmundo. I think, yeah, Casmundo. Though Carrie never got the same real appreciation. She's just kind of a bit in the middle again. Didn't really do anything. Her story kind of died out. She had a kid as well. I don't know anything about the kid. I think she was called Cat or something like that, but that's all I know. Rue, however, was an interesting sim. The story was really interesting. Route for Claire to take and stuff, and I respect Claire for doing that story. So Rue, for the story, is going to go to Casmundo. But for everything else after that story, it kind of did run a bit flat afterwards, and then unfortunately they just died. So I think Rue story, after it hit its peak, there wasn't really much place to go with it. So there. I'm gonna leave Cody to the end because Cody is king. And yeah, I think I need time to process and talk about Cody. So that will come at the end for you guys. Connor the womanizer. Connor. Where am I gonna put you, Connor? I mean, you are an iconic sim in your own right, but you were a bit annoying at times. I'm gonna put you in. I mean, at times he was an Egypt. At times he was just blah, and other times he was a Casmundo sim. Not quite Peachtree sim, I don't think. Where am I gonna put you? Are you blah or are you Casmundo? I don't know, you're pretty iconic. I'm gonna put you in Casmundo. You're pretty iconic. There's James. James was married to Selma. He was a footballer. He looked better when he had a CC makeover. I'm sorry, you're just a bit blah for me. James didn't do anything with me. He lived forever. I think it would have been cool if, like, with the whole supernatural thing, this is a story that I actually proposed to Clare on Discord or something like that, but I don't think she ever saw it. But it would have been cool because he lived for such a long time, and James lived for such a long time. Who else lived for such a long time? Was there somebody else? No, there wasn't. No, yeah, and Connor lived for such a long time as well. Yeah, because Connor was James's son. They all lived for a long time. I thought it'd be really cool if they did, like, they were time travelers and stuff, and they could, like, travel along. That's why their lifespan was longer. So Seb would have had that, as well as somebody obviously being a witch and Cody being a vampire. Just to add a bit of interest to the story, but it didn't get picked up. I think it would have been a bit hard to show that, but I thought it would have been cool. Jessie is pretty iconic, to be fair. She was cool. She's the first daughter, first girl, pretty iconic. I'm gonna put her in my touch Peachy, so I liked her. Lily Bear, I mean, she's pretty iconic, isn't she? And I have no what's it against her. She's kind of god Peachy's tier, so I'm gonna put her there. This is Noelle. This is the daughter of Charlie Rose. She's down here. I didn't realise who that was at first. I was like, oh my god, who's that? It's Charlie. Noelle's kind of scary, though she did have an interesting sort of story. So they did a mom movie sort of similar sort of stories, but her baby got kidnapped. Spoiler alert if nobody's watched it. But it was good. She's good, but then again she kind of petered out. I don't know. Where would I put Noelle? Wish I had an in between. I'd put her in between Casmundo and Evie and Lexi, reckon. I think she's just okay. She's gonna go in the okay tier. In the okay tier, I'll leave Sammy to the end. Ali, Clare is in here somewhere if she's there. So Clare and Ali, I mean, they're just icons, aren't they? They can just go in the top because, you know, they're icons. Peach, Juice, God tier. They started this whole family off, and without them and Sims as being real people as well, we wouldn't have had this to enjoy. So yeah, I guess they have to go in Peach Juice tier. It's just the law. Alice, she's a bit of a queen, to be fair. I really like her story that was on. I thought it was interesting and fun. I want to know if she will go back to Carson, or whether that's just the end for Carson. Carson got incarcerated and went to prison, and that was that. Though I kind of would find it interesting if he got out and they got back friends and stuff like that. I don't know, a bit of good girl, bad boy sort of vibes going on there. She's going to have to go in. She hasn't fulfilled her story arc yet, so it's kind of a bit hard. She just started. but considering she could have been like an unknown sim that just existed, she's done well for herself. Let me tell you. Is she quite in Peach Juice tier though? Is she top tier? Is she Lily Bear Mark 2, 3, whatever? I think I'm going to put her in Cast Monday, but she would have potential maybe later on to go into Peach Juice tier. I'm saying she has a lot of potential to be there. Maybe I'll move her up, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Oh, I'm only going because the controversy around this story is running around my head, and I really enjoyed it personally. I enjoyed it. I think Claire deals with very difficult topics, and I think she does handle them in the best way that she can, and I think she gets quite a lot of stick for it that she doesn't deserve. I don't think she portrays them in a bad light at all. And you know what, I did enjoy it. I enjoyed the story. It was something different. Wasn't particularly what I saw Alonso going, but it's her creation. It's what she wants to do, and I respect that fully. Again, though, he's not finished his arc, and I really want to know if these stories are going to continue afterwards, because I'm just like, they're so good. I want to know more. Like, I want to know what happens to Alonso. So again, Cast Monday. You're gonna go in Cast Monday. I'll leave Seb to the end because I've got more I want to say about that. Charlie Rose and Cass Monday, you know, she's iconic, but she wasn't quite Lily Bear standard. She wasn't quite up there. And she did some annoying things as well. She was kind of a bit of an annoyance in parts, like always thinking that Ash was going to cheat on her and stuff, even though he did in the end. But, you know, she kind of like, I don't know, fell into that one so well. I don't know, maybe that was a bit unfair to say, I don't know. She was better than Bert, but she wasn't quite Peach Juice. Jamie Street. I haven't put Caden in here. No, I haven't put Caden in here. I quite liked Caden, to be fair. I was just thinking about why am I talking about Caden when I'm talking about Jamie. This is why I'm going to do Jamie. I'm going to do Faith after this. But I really would have loved to see a Jamie and Faith getting together and stuff. I would have just think that would have been really cool. I like Jamie. I know he was a bit of a not very nice to Charlie Rose and didn't do things, but I think he's pretty iconic and stuff. He's just iconic. So I'm going to put him in Peach Juice tier. Right, why I'd like a Faith and Jamie kind of combination, why I'd have liked to have seen that story go a little bit further than it did, and that is because, I don't know, it would have just been good to see a good girl go down the wrong path for a bit. I mean, not end up like bad and stuff, but then I guess Lilith and Jamie would never have happened, and that was a pretty iconic one, and then Sammy B would never have happened. But I would have liked to have seen Faith and Jamie happen, I guess. Faith, top tier. Red-headed goddess, repping the gingers. She's the mother of my favourite sim, so I stand Faith quite a lot. She's just a queen, and she's so beautiful and pretty and stuff. She's like top tier. Top tier. Right. I didn't know who this was again. I was like, oh my god, who's this? I even downloaded him and went, who's this? It's Coda. It looks a bit different though. I don't know. I think this is an updated version. Coda was really sweet when he was a kid, and he didn't deserve what happened to him. He didn't deserve to beat it up. But then it just went a bit, I don't know, we didn't get his whole story and the whole thing about him having a partner, and then they kind of break up, and it was a bit weird. I don't know, you just don't really, I don't know, do it for me. I might be really nice with this. I'm not putting many in the bottom pile. I don't really not like anybody though. I'm going to put you there, I think, yeah, for now. This might get a rejig at the end, I don't know. Eve, I really like Eve. I think she was a great villain, great story, and I just don't hate her. I think she was great. I think she was an icon. I think she was a queen. I think having the childhood that she did and being forced into that lifestyle very quickly, she kind of took it wrong. Mom didn't kind of handle it quite well, and it showed and it affected her. And I know it didn't happen to Seth, and Seth's just the sweetest soft boy ever. But I'm going to put her in Cast Monday because I really liked her. Not quite at the top, but I liked her a lot. Fran is such a sweet and cute, and I don't know how he's still alive, but he is, and I'm there for it. Again, I'll put too many people in it, but Cass, Cass, yeah, Cass Monday. I'm gonna put him in Cass Monday. So let's do Phoenix next because they were married. Controversial opinion. I didn't really get the hype around Phoenix. I just thought she was a bit annoying at times. But she had a good story and I liked it, and I was shocked when she died. That was a shocker and that piqued my interest. So for that, I will put her in Cass Monday. She did pique my interest for that. It was interesting. She died young. The story was good. She come back. She went. It was good. And I do actually like her daughter as well. So there. Makoha I'm going to leave to the end because I've got some stuff I want to say about Makoha as well. Nita. I really love Nita. I think she's so cute. She's a queen and an icon, and I can't get to the top. Hang on. She's not going in Cass Monday. She's going in Peach Juice tier. Because I really like her. I love her little story. And yeah. I like her. So she's going there. So Nanami, Namnita, Nanita, Nami, Nani, whatever her name is, because it all changes and stuff. If you'd have asked me when this first died, she would have gone in poop tier because I really didn't like her. I thought she was just the worst. She was a bit of a cat, to be fair, to Raven and to Nisa. But as she grew, and her character grew, she came up, and as soon as she got with Nita, she went up. And then I think that's where she's going to reside, in Cass Monday. I kind of would have liked her to go and meet her mom and find her mom, and then it just not have been the ending that like we were expecting. Like, it would be interesting to see the side of what happens when the person who is your birth mother isn't interested in you. It's a story that I'm interested in. It's like not my story, but I know somebody's story who it is that and stuff. So that would have just been an interesting thing to see. Like, her mom's just not really that bothered. They meet and that's it, and she kind of, it affects her and it deflates. But then she's got Nita to pick it up, and then she could have gone off and done all that and stuff, but it's not gonna happen. It's just my idea and stuff, but it's an interesting one, and she became an interesting character. And I mean, she started as a bitch because she was and yeah, and now she's cool and I like her, so she's gonna reside there. Next we have Thelma, who is an icon, a queen. Is she quite Peach Juice level? Yeah, she is, to be fair. She's a queen, she's an icon. By icons I put her at the top straight away. Next. Nathan didn't get the story he deserved. I think his story could have gone further, but it didn't, which was kind of sad. I think he was still quite iconic though, and he's birthed Alice. Well, he didn't birth her, but you know what I mean. Alice is his child and stuff, so, and she's pretty cool. And I think he would have been cool. I think he would have been a cool character if we got to find out more about him. So I'm gonna put him in Cass Monday. Pretty iconic. Ari. I really liked Ari, and it's interesting now that she's gonna have babies. Are we gonna see them? Is it just gonna be a stream story? I don't know. Claire's Twitch story, I don't know. But interesting. I like them. I really like Yuda as well. He's cute. I haven't put Macy in here because I was like, I'm running out of, well, not running out, but I just like can't keep putting people in. It's not, it really struggled. It wasn't working for me properly, so it was a struggle to get all these guys together. So Ari, I'm gonna put in, putting those people in it, but Cass Monday. If her dad was here though, he'd be like, he was in Egypt, he'd be in Egypt here, because he really wasn't very nice to Macy, and Macy deserved a lot better than that. Sedgy. Sedgy's just Sedgy. Sedgy goes there because he's just in the middle again. He's just there, and he doesn't do a lot. He's just there, yeah. Doesn't do a lot for me. I've got nothing more to say on the matter. Kenai. I love Kenai. I think Kenai's gonna go there as well. Again, he has room to progress to Peach Shoes tier. He's just got a bit further to go to get there, in my opinion. So this is Valentine. Looks a bit different there. Okay, controversial opinion right here, but he's a bit of an Egypt. He is a beautiful sim. Respect Zoe Melissa for making him I have nothing against him in that respect. I just think he was a bit of a player, and maybe his character needed a bit more explanation to it and a bit more time spent on it. But I was just like, I don't get him. I just didn't get him. I don't get him. So here's that. But he's a really beautiful sim, and I like him in that respect. If he was like that, he'd be in Cast Monday. But his character, I don't know, it was a bit confusing, and I wasn't really into it. So he's going in there. I mean, somebody's got to. So sorry, Val, but you're there. Willow, icon queen, love her Agatha Ritchie story. It was great to see this girl come from everything and then go to nothing and then build it back up again. She married a sweet guy, and yeah, she was just queen. I know like quite a lot of the people in the top row girls, but yeah, queen, icon, I love her. Erica was married to Connor, though I do wonder what had happened if she had married Abel instead. Like Claire says, would he have still been alive? He probably, well, not now, but he would have lived longer. She's an icon in her own right. I'm gonna put her in Cast Monday. So I like her, but I think a little bit more time maybe on her character. Again, not that Claire can do that because she's got so many characters to focus on, but I think I need a bit more from her to get to Peach Juice here. But Cast Monday is still a really good tier to be in. This is Indy. Oh, the controversial twins. There is a lot of... she's there, Violet. A lot of people stan these girls, and not a lot of time was given on them. Do you remember when one of them was called, they were born and it was an accident, and they were called, one of them was called Bonnie. I think it was Indigo that was called Bonnie. I don't know what Violet was called, but they had different names. Sorry, just having a bit of a drink there. You know what? Controversial opinion. I preferred Violet to Indy, and I'm sorry for all the Indy stands out there. I just did. Violet's beautiful. I know all the Violet stands are cheering me for saying that, and all the Indy fans are booing me, but I just preferred Indy to Violet. I just wish more had happened. I think they both got to go in that tier because not enough story was shed on them. But you did give birth to Alonso, so yeah. But still, it was just a shame that they kind of got cast aside. It's a shame that Claire couldn't do a thing where she like kind of gives some of the Sims that she can't play with to like a creator that could work with them, that could like kind of do a story for the Sims that have fandoms but don't get the airtime, and they could go off and do like a different series, not with like any other people and stuff, but they just kind of go on their merry way, and you'd be able to find out more about them there. So they're gonna go there. Evie and Lexi reckon in the middle. They were there. They didn't end up adding much, but that's not completely their fault. So, yeah. There it is. We have not seen her story yet. Hopefully, I don't know. Like, wait, is it actually out now? Or it could be out tomorrow, or it could not be out at all. I've not seen anything from Clare. I don't even know. What am I doing? I don't even know. No, not out yet. Probably tomorrow. I haven't seen a story though, but then it's not fair just to put her in the middle, because I think she'll still have a good story. So I'm going to put her in Cast Monday again. We like them all. They have potential to move up. I should have really put Clare in there as well, because I enjoyed Clare's story. Didn't see it going like that at all, but again, I respect Clare's decision. If that's where she wanted to go with it, then I respect that. But they were good stories. She told good stories with them. I like them. Well, not Zoe, because I don't know what Zoe's story is yet, but I am interested to find out, so she can go in there. You're a young Chase. I was like, who are you? Why haven't I put... Wait, I'll come back to... I was like, why haven't I put 7 in? I'll come back to them in a minute. Chase. You're just there, man. You don't add anything, take anything away. You're just there for me. I don't hate you and I don't love you. You're just in the middle for me. So you're going to go there. I'm going to leave me Micah to the end. I want to call him Misha because I'm sure you can pronounce his name as Misha, but no. Sage. I love Sage. She's the queen. I love her story. I like that we got a bit of naughtiness in there. She was a bit of a homewrecker. She wrecked a marriage and we're here. And I can't wait to see her baby. I think it'll be cute. And controversial opinion, I prefer it with longer hair. I don't like it with short hair. I think she suits having longer hair. Or that length hair. I just think that short hair is just a no-no. I prefer it with longer hair. So she's going in peach juice here for me. Oh, sweet baby Seth. Oh, Seth is like one of my favourite characters. Not the favourite, but one of. You're going in peach juice tier if I can get you up there. Hang on, wait. Next to your evil sister. But yeah, for me, he's going in peach juice tier. I think he's sweet. I think he's cute. I just love him. I do. I love him. I don't think he deserved the hate from Pam, but that's what we got anyway, and I really like him, so he's going there. Raven. That's so Raven. I really like Raven. I do. I can't. She's not going in that tier. I'm just putting her there for a minute because I can't scroll up. She's going in top tier. She's a queen, a badass. She fought Eva off. It was an epic duel, and I really liked her. She did what she had to do. So I'm gonna put her in peach juice tier. So I'll do Seb first. I think, yeah, Seb, then Sammy's boys, then Sammy, then Makoha, then Cody was gonna be last. So Seb goes in between Blah and Casmonday. I'm gonna put him in Casmonday because he deserved more than he got. I think he went through a lot of crap to just get palmed off at the end. I think it was justice for Seb. Could have got a better storyline, but I have it. Hear me out. Right, they're all old men now. It's sad, it breaks my heart, but Cody finds out about a potion of youth, or that potion, but for some reason the witches can't make it for him, but he finds out there's somewhere to go. So as a last hurrah, the old men go on a trip to find the potion of youth. So Seb goes, Sammy goes, Cody goes. They go. I'm pausing for a dramatic effect. They go. I don't know what they do. I can't quite work out how you do this adventure. Don't know. Trekking through Salvador to find it in a temple or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. It could only just be an episode long. It doesn't have to be really long or whatever. You don't need to make a whole series out of it, Claire. This is just my idea. Anyway, like she's ever gonna watch this anyway. But they find it. They get to it. They're all talking about it. There's different reasons why they want it. Because Seb is old as what's his part? Is it Danielle? Was that his Seb's daughter? Old anyway, so he wants to be there for his stepdaughter because they don't want to die together. One of them needs to stay behind, so he thinks if he gets here, he'll get a couple more years with her until she kind of aged up into an adult. He feels like he's got that responsibility there. Cody wants it, of course, because he wants to turn back into a vampire. He'll get this turned to a vampire, and Claire will just let him live, and he can go and live in Forgotten Hollow as a young, beautiful Cody just for the rest of his life. She doesn't even need to check in on him. He could just be there and exist and do that and stuff, and just be and not die and just be young and beautiful forever, because Cody deserves that, and I'll get into why he deserves that in a minute. Sammy sets back his cock a bit because A, Ethan is younger, and B, maybe on a controversial opinion, but hear me out, 2 reasons. I always think Sammy wanted kids because he was always in which series was it? I don't know if it was in both. It might have been in both. Stranger Stories and Vampires. He was always forever looking at parenting forums all the time. I don't know how Claire didn't see that. Like, he clearly wanted kids. He was like, there was several times in there that he would go and look. If you look back at the videos, he would be like looking at parenting forums and stuff. So I actually think he wants kids. Now, if he managed to reset it back just to like adult, not young adult, just to adult, they could adopt, have kids, and he'd be able to grow up and have kids and see them, and they'd be able to get to like probably like teenager, late teenager, young adult and stuff, and he'd be able to have a life with them and stuff, and he'd be able to have a longer life with Ethan as well. So, and also she'd be able to carry, if she wanted to, Cody could do a bit of science and they could have an equal mix of both. So then Lilith's genes would be able to carry on. I think that she should do that, but it's just my opinion anyway. So, Right, the boys, the Sammy boys. I was never a Brammy stan. I was more of a Starsha stan. Braylon, I don't know, you're just a bit of an idiot. You messed him around, you broke his heart, you kind of took advantage of him. Again, controversial, my opinion. It's my opinion. It was just, yeah. I think he was a bit of an idiot, and I think he could have been better in the way he treated him. I don't think Sammy was perfect in that relationship either, but Ethan was kind of a bit like finding out who A was in Pretty Little Liars, just coming in at the end and taking all the glory for it. I was very disappointed that he ended up with him. Well, I liked Ethan, I do like Ethan, but it was just a bit of a disappointment. He's like, you know, these two guys were vying for him and stuff, who's gonna get him, who knows. And then the guy dude comes in and is just like, yep, well, I'm gonna marry him, so it was a bit of a I mean, I'm not mad, but, you know, it was a bit like that. So, Ethan goes into there. I like him a lot, but I don't know. I've not seen enough of it. And Micah was really cute and sweet, and he deserved so much better than what Sammy did give him in the end, but he ends up being in Cast Monday. I like him. I don't know if I think he's still alive. I'm not sure. But he's going in that tier anyway. Sammy Sam is an icon. He does kind of have to go to the top, even though some of his actions are a bit questionable, but I like the idea. I think he should be able to come younger and have kids. Now, going back to the Seb thing, whether Seb actually goes through with it and decides, no, what, when he gets to the end of it, maybe it isn't for him prolonging his life and he dies holding hands with Is it Zendaya? Yeah, Zendaya. I think it's Zendaya. And he just dies holding hands with Zendaya, and it's all cute and sweet, and the music's playing and the candles going, and he decides that no, paranormal life and activity is just not for him. He doesn't want to take anything like that and stuff. So that happens there. But I think it's kind of a little bit sad, because if you think about it, he is actually the only... I mean, not technically, because you can, and I think Kai's a calorie Aiken, but technically, on technicality, he's kind of the last surviving heir of being a true calorie Aiken with the calorie Aiken last name and stuff. Truly, if you were going to do it properly and that, but Kai hasn't, and you don't have to do it properly. It's not the law of England or the law of the world, but technically he kind of would be. So it's kind of sad he didn't have his own kid, and I think he would have been a good dad. I think he was kind of dad material. His dads were all dad materials, so it's kind of a bit sad that he wasn't. Okay, so I've kind of left a bit of a controversial sim at the end, which is Makoha, and there's been a lot of controversy surrounding him. I like Makoha. I don't think he's a bad guy. I think that people are very quick to jump on, well, he didn't support him straight away and stuff, and that just shouldn't be allowed, which, you know what, it's a crap thing to do. It's a rubbish thing to do to somebody, to not accept them for who they are. But unfortunately, that is the way of the world. There are people out there who don't accept people for being gay or any of that sort of a thing. And it's sad, it is sad, but it happens, and I don't think you can ignore that that happens, and it still happens today to people. There are people that still struggle to be able to come out to their parents because that is what they'll face. They'll face hate, and I don't think it's fair to the people that have been through that you say no, that can't happen because it doesn't happen, and we should just accept everybody for who we should. In an ideal world, yes, everybody would, and everybody would love each other and not fight, and we'd all get along, and it would just be great. But unfortunately, that isn't the way of the world, and all these stories are representations of things that happen, and this does happen, and it still happens today, and I don't think we should ignore the fact that it happens. I think a lot of the people that watch this are younger people, and that generation is very, very, very tolerant of things, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a really good thing. I think it's a really nice thing. I'm not hating on anybody here, and you know, it's good, but it's different. People grew up in different times, people grew up in different traditions. You know, he's a traditional Solanian man and stuff, and it's a bit different. It's a bit scary. It's a bit shocked, you know. Again, he could have been thinking, what's my son going to go through if he's going to come out as this and stuff? What is he going to go through? But then Sage, you know, she's from a different background. She's more accepting. She's had like aunties, uncles, loads of family that, you know, have been gay, bi, trans, pan, any sort of sexual orientation you can be. She's had it. It's been here. It's been explained. It's been in the stories and stuff. So she sat him down. She talked to him, and he realised that yeah, he was being in the wrong and stuff. But I think a lot of hate was had, and I don't think the hate needed to be there. And it's kind of sad that it happened in this fandom, and it's just a kind of sad thing that Clare does get a lot of hate for it. And I don't think she deserves it. She's trying to tell a story. She's trying to tell it the best that she can. You know, she's not experienced anything and stuff, but she wants to be there, like the Rue story that help some people. You know, these stories, I read comments and stuff. I'm not right in the middle of the fandom, but I'm in the fandom, and I know I can see what's happening and stuff. I've got my own Instagram now. I follow a lot of people that follow Clare, and it's kind of like, well, where's this stuff come from? But I don't think at the end of the day we can ignore the fact that this story is still going on, and this story still happens, and some people just aren't accepting. People never accept that their son or daughter is gay, bi, trans, anything like that, part of the LGBTQ community. They just don't accept it, and it's sad, but it happens, and I don't think we can ignore that fact. That was a big rant. I just wanted to get it off my chest. I don't mean to offend anybody. I'm sorry if I have. It's not my intention. It's just my opinion, my view. I was airing it. I wanted to air it. I wanted to share it. So, with that being said, Makoha, I think Makoha kind of deserves to go in Cast Monday because he's a good sim and he's a good guy, and he did turn around at the end of the day and he realised his mistake. So I personally put him there. I'm sorry if you don't agree. You might want to put him next to Jake in the poop pile. But no, Makoha deserves that. Makoha's a good sim. Well, he's not actually going to cheat on his wife with Sage. Maybe he does deserve to go in the poop category. And left a child that we never saw. Maybe you should go in the poop category and think about your actions. Nah. He's kind of a very complicated sim. He's got a lot of story and he's got a lot of character, and it's good and it's interesting to see and stuff. So last but not least, in the poop tier go, mate. No. Cody deserves to be in, like, above Peach Juice. What's better than Peach Juice? I don't know. God tier up here in the heavens, high above everybody else. Cody's everything. I don't know how it started or where my love of Cody came from. It just struck upon me one day and I was like, yes, actually no, to be fair, it started with Stranger Stories and stuff. I always liked Cody. I always have a bit of a soft spot for Cody, and I want to thank whoever did that makeover for him and made Clare realise that actually he can be like a good looking, interesting sim. I'm so grateful to you. I thank you. I just want to put that out there. I think you're an amazing person for doing that, and thank you. But Cody is just, yeah, he was like always like the underdog, and he was like not really always accepted and stuff, and at social gatherings it was a bit awkward, and he kind of went through that awkward phase where he fancied the maid and stuff and he wasn't quite sure of who he was, and he was a bit of an underdog, and I always love an underdog and an anti-hero, and yeah, he could kind of fit into that role. I just loved his story. I loved that he was like this geeky kind of nerd who grew up to be such a hottie sim and end up becoming a great hero and saving everybody, and yeah, he's just lived a cool life. I don't think he deserved to get old. I think that was pretty mean of Clare to do that. That was mean, Clare, mean. But I kind of want him to be just there, just live in the background, just, you know, he deserved it. He saved all the Sims in Strangerville and everywhere else from being taken over by the mother. He's cool, he's a badass sim. He was there helping out in the witches and Eve and everything, and he was just badass and cool, and yeah, I do love him. If you go onto my Instagram, maybe I'll put some photos at the end, I'm not sure yet. If you do go onto my Instagram, which is _plays _ the Sims, you will see I have done some screenies of Mitt and him. He does also feature in my royal family video as well. I'm actually married to him in that version of The Sims, because I was like, who should I marry? And then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna marry Cody because I can, and it's the only time that I'm ever gonna be able to marry Cody, and Cody's just perfection, and he's always just gonna have my pixel heart. I just have a lot of time for that guy, and I'm really sad and I don't want him to go. I know he's going to, and he's probably going to dark screen and not get the validation or the cute video montage or anything. He's just going to come up as a pop-up on the side, and Claire's going to go, oh no. And then she's going to say, guys, I'm really sorry, Cody's died. And I'm just going to be like, wow. And that's how it ended for him. And he deserves more. Whether he gets it or not, I don't know. Claire, that idea is still out there. You can take it if you want it, hon. But yeah, that is me rating Sims. Sorry, it kind of went off on a bit of a rambly tangent at the end, but it's what I wanted to do. Sorry I've not included anybody. As I said, I think Anthony, I'd link him up with Cara, Caden. I really liked probably Cast Monday's Sim. Anybody else that I forgot not put in, I am sorry. This is going to be linked to the bottom. You can put it down below. And guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked my ratings of Sims. The only one who ended up in Ali's poop pile is Jake. And yeah, not if with a makeover. Oh, also, just want to say, sorry, quickly going back on about Cody. He looks a hell of a lot like Faith when you take off his in details. He has a bit of Jake in him, but mostly Faith. And that's the saving God, and that is why I love her the most. But yeah, it's kind of funny that I put his mum in the God tier with him and his dad in the poop tier. But yeah, I've spoken so much. I've never talked this much in a video, and my voice is starting to go. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed it. Again, my opinion, not yours, might be different. Do it yourself, have a go, it's fun. And I will see you guys in another episode. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye!